What's going on, guys? So here I have my 99 Ford Explorer, and I got the bumper off. I'm going to be installing the off-road, or the affordable off-road modular winch bumper. I've already got the bumper removed. It's just 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there, and they just go here and here. It's really easy to get to. I wasn't able to find any instructions on the website for the installation of the bumper, so I'm making this video. But here's the bumper. I got it from them unfinished in raw steel, so that way I could have it powder coated to match the Explorer. So install's pretty straightforward. These holes here go to the locations on the front of the frame from the old bumper. These side wings, we call them, these just bolt to those holes. Pretty simple. Here's your skid plate drop brackets. That's if you have the skid plate, which I opted to have the skid plate. And on the Explorer, which is different than the Ranger, they use a drop bracket that bolts to the front body mount right here, and this just installs like that right there and mounts to the skid plate. It's a little different than the one over here that I have on the Ranger. See, I got the same bumper over here in black, but this bumper is going to be a little different because I have a body lift. So it has this whole riser bracket, and mine bolts to the existing what would you call that? The air dam? Yeah, let's just call it the air dam, the plastic air dam. Bolts to the frame with like 2, I want to say there were 10mm bolts. So I'm not sure if that's any stronger or not. I think I like the other design better, but accomplishes the same goal. So go ahead and put this on and walk you through as I go. So the first step is to mount the core bumper to the forward frame mounts using the 4 bolts onto the frame. Easiest way I found out how to do it is to use a rolling chair, and I just kind of supported it with my legs while bolting it on. You're going to need 19mm. That's the size for all of the hardware on the bumper for installation. Shallow, deep, and a wrench will help out for some of the harder to hold bolts. And I have the ratcheting style. Makes things a little nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and get these tightened down now. These will have to get loosened later after I install the side wings, so that way I can level the bumper to the body. What I did before, though, is I used a tape measure, and I measured the gap between here and here, and I just made sure it was even on each side, and that seemed to do a pretty good job. Alright, so now I have the side plates installed, the side wings. There's something I do want to point out. There's 2 different sizes of bolts. You need to use the longer ones that go in to these spots here. Otherwise, they won't come out enough to actually go through the nylock portion of the nut. But this is it here with the side plates installed only. All I have to do now is put the bull bar on, and then that'll be it for the bumper installation. Then I have to do the skid plate. So if you're installing the skid plate, you'll have this bracket here that goes to the body mount bolt. I've already got it loose. What you do is this will be up on the frame, and your lift bracket will install right there, just like that. I already have it done on this side, so you can see how that is going to install. There's a 15mm bolt here on the bottom, and then there's an 18mm nut up on the top side in there. I was able to use an impact to get it out without having to get a wrench up there to crack that loose, and then I'll just use an 18mm wrench to snug it back down after I put that back on. Alright, so here it is. I've got the skid plate fully mounted in. I ended up drilling 4 holes and using 4 of the bolts through here to join the 2 sections of skid plate. You have the 4 bolts here on each side that hold it in, and that's it. Full skid plate all underneath. Now there is a gap between the skid plate and the cross member, which things could get stuck in, but the whole point of the skid plate is to protect the radiator and trans lines. So that's pretty much it for the main installation. I'm going to toss some lights in there and go pick up a winch and drop that on there, and that'll be that. Alright, so I got the lights installed, and I went ahead and just threw some shackles on there to see what it's going to look like. I just did 2 of them pointing straight ahead, the other 2 off at an angle to kind of be like an approach light. But off to the store to go find a winch. Well, back from the store and got myself a winch. Got the truck moved over here. I have the winch installed. I already have the wires ran up here to the battery area. This is going to go to a disconnect switch, which is going to install into that bolt right there. I made this bracket. Why is it every time I'm doing a video, there's always either a siren or a plane? Anyways, so I made this bracket. That bracket's going to fit in that location, and my disconnect switch, which is here, will bolt onto the top of that, and then the wire terminals will connect underneath. I have a circuit breaker, but it's going to be delivered tomorrow. That's going to live right down in their hole, just like my Ranger. So the way I did this winch on this bumper, pop this thing open. Same bumper, same winch, is I have one of those circuit breaker things, and it runs off the battery terminal. So I'm gonna do about the same thing on that Explorer. All right, here's the end result. Got the affordable off-road bumper with a Harbor Freight winch on it. Skid plate and everything. It's all the powder coat. Just finished up the wiring. That custom bracket. Now we have our battery disconnect. I did have to trim the hood liner and clearance it a little bit because it sits right on top of the ABS module. Brand new battery terminals. Yeah, I know it's not the prettiest, but what I did was I cut the loop off, and I used the existing harness to bolt right to the new terminal, and it works just fine. So everything's functional, already tested, spooled it up, got it hooked up to the shackle, preloaded the drum so it doesn't unspool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the affordable off-road modular winch bumper. I like it. Obviously, I have too. So, thanks for joining. Catch you guys on the next one. I have to do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, please start. Awesome. Had to do it. Both of them side by side. Same bumpers, same winch. One thing onto another. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know which one I like more, the white or the black. But, alright guys, see ya.